God knows how heavy your heart is. He sees every tear, every silent prayer, every quiet moment of perseverance. Even when the world doesn't notice your efforts, God does. He hasn't forgotten you, and He's not done with your story. Trust His timing, it's always perfect. Type Amen if you believe in God. God sees your struggle, your endurance, and your heart. Even when the nights feel long and the future uncertain, He is near. You don't need to have all the answers because He already has a plan. Just keep walking in faith, He is making a way. You may not feel strong right now, but the strength of God is made perfect in your weakness. He knows you're doing your best with what you have. Keep pressing on, you're closer to a breakthrough than you think. Trust that God's hand is still guiding your path. There's a reason for the delay, a purpose behind the waiting. God isn't ignoring you. He's preparing something greater than what you've asked for. Keep believing. What feels like silence now will one day be your testimony of His faithfulness. Type Amen if you believe in God. When everything feels overwhelming, remember who holds your future. God is not confused, and He's not surprised by your circumstances. Rest in Him. He is working even when you can't see it. Your efforts are not in vain. Every step you take in faith, every moment you choose not to give up, God sees it all. He is building something beautiful through your endurance. Keep going. Your story is still unfolding. Even in your weariness, God is with you. He knows the weight you're carrying, and He promises to give you rest. Lean into Him, not just for answers, but for peace. His presence is enough. You've been strong for so long, and it's okay to admit that you're tired. God sees beyond the surface and knows your soul. He will renew your strength and bring you to a place of peace. Trust His process. There is divine purpose in this season, even if it feels unclear. God is not punishing you, He is positioning you. Your faith in the unseen is not wasted. He is aligning everything in His perfect time. Type Amen if you believe in God. You don't have to pretend to be okay all the time. God sees your heart. He knows when you're breaking, and He holds every shattered piece. You are not forgotten, and He is not done. In the quiet moments of doubt, God speaks peace. He reminds you that you are not alone, that His love is unshakable, and that His promises never fail. Hold tight, He's still writing your story. Your journey is not unnoticed by heaven. Every prayer, every tear, every silent plea, God hears them all. Keep trusting. Miracles often come quietly, wrapped in moments of waiting. God is not disappointed in you. He knows the effort it takes just to keep going. He honors your resilience, even when it feels like you're barely holding on. His grace covers you completely. You don't need to understand everything to trust God. Let go of the need to control and allow Him to lead. His plan is greater than your fear. Be still, He's fighting for you. Type Amen if you believe in God. What you're facing now is not the end. It's a chapter in a story that God is still writing. He turns brokenness into beauty and ashes into purpose. Don't give up, your miracle is on the way. You may feel unseen by the world, but God sees you deeply. He knows your heart and your hopes. In the stillness, He is near. Keep trusting, because His faithfulness never runs out. Even when your prayers feel unanswered, God is still moving. He's protecting, shaping, and aligning things in ways beyond your understanding. Keep the faith, He will show up right on time. God sees the quiet strength you carry, the brave face you wear, and the hope you still cling to. You are not invisible to Him. You are deeply known and eternally loved. Let go of the pressure to have it all together. God isn't looking for perfection. He wants your heart. He'll carry you through what you can't carry alone. Type Amen if you believe in God. You may not feel qualified for where you're going, but God equips those He calls. Trust Him with your next step, even if it's into the unknown. He will never leave you. Sometimes the greatest faith is simply getting up and trying again. God honors that. He sees your courage, your tears, and your quiet strength. You're not alone in this. God doesn't promise an easy road, but He promises to walk it with you. Through every valley and over every mountain, He is with you, steady, strong, and faithful. Your pain has not gone unnoticed. God gathers every tear and turns them into testimonies. Hold on, your deliverance is closer than you know. Type Amen if you believe in God. It's okay to not have all the answers. You're walking by faith, and that pleases God. He will unfold His plan in perfect timing. Keep going, even when the path seems unclear. You are not defined by this difficult season. God is molding you, preparing you for something greater. When the time is right, you'll understand why the wait was necessary. God is working behind the scenes, arranging details you haven't even considered. What seems delayed is actually divine timing. Keep trusting, He's never late. When your heart is heavy and words won't come, God still hears you. He knows your thoughts, your fears, your longings. He holds it all with care. You're never alone in your silence. Type Amen if you believe in God. God hasn't brought you this far to leave you now. He's carried you through before, and He'll do it again. Rest in the knowledge that His grace is sufficient for every tomorrow. Type Amen if you believe in God. Even in your weakest moments, God's power is strong. You're never too far gone, never too broken. His love reaches deeper than your doubts, and His promises still stand. You don't need to rush. God's pace is perfect. What He's preparing for you is worth the wait. Breathe, trust, and keep walking by faith. He's got you. Type Amen if you believe in God. God is honoring your commitment. He sees how you've resisted the temptation to quit, how you've held on to hope when you had every reason to let go. You're getting closer to what He promised. The waiting isn't a punishment, it's preparation. He sees how you're sowing in tears. He knows how you've stayed faithful even in drought. You could have walked away, but instead you've stayed planted. A harvest is coming. Keep standing. God is about to turn mourning into dancing. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your quiet trust in God is louder than any shout. He sees your gentle strength, your patient waiting, your consistent prayers. You will see the fruit of your obedience. He hasn't forgotten you. He's preparing something greater than you asked for. When you chose love over revenge, God noticed. When you chose to praise through pain, He listened. Your character is being shaped for destiny. You're being positioned for elevation. Keep walking in obedience. Favor is following. Even when it felt like no one noticed, God did. He sees every step you've taken in faith, every moment you've laid your plans at His feet. He's proud of you, and He's preparing to surprise you with what only He can do. You've been obedient in the dark. You've worshipped when it didn't make sense. That kind of faith moves mountains. Don't be surprised when doors open, healing arrives, and God begins to pour out blessings you weren't expecting. Type Amen if you believe in God. He sees the moments when you said yes to Him, even when it cost you something. That obedience isn't wasted. That surrender is sacred. God is about to do something big through your small, consistent faith. God has watched you forgive when it was hard. He's seen you trust again when your heart was broken. He's proud of your growth, your perseverance, your yes. This is not the end. It's the beginning of the best chapter yet. You've carried the weight well. You've held on to integrity, humility, and grace. You could have chosen resentment, but you chose God. That choice matters. That faithfulness will be rewarded. He saw you when you showed up even when you didn't feel strong. He saw the tears behind your smile. And He sees the strength that grew from every surrendered moment. Keep going. You're walking into divine favor. God sees how you're trying, how you're trusting, how you're still hoping. Every time you chose obedience over comfort, you moved closer to your destiny. Now watch as He begins to pour out what you've been waiting for. Type Amen if you believe in God. Every time you've chosen light over darkness, heaven took notice. You may not feel celebrated on earth, but the heavens are standing in applause. The path you're on is holy, and blessings are ahead. You've chosen to stretch your faith instead of shrinking into fear. You've declared victory even when the outcome was uncertain. God sees that, and He's working behind the scenes on your behalf. You're walking into answered prayers. He saw you stay loyal when it would have been easier to walk away. He saw your character shine when it was tested. Those moments are not forgotten. They are the very foundation of your next blessing. God has seen how you've honored Him even when things didn't go your way. That kind of obedience writes a legacy. Your name is being whispered in rooms you haven't entered yet. Get ready. Type Amen if you believe in God. He's seen the nights you cried but chose to praise. He's seen the days you doubted but kept going. Those steps of obedience are steps toward the promise. Stay the course. Glory is coming. You've been building in silence, trusting through trials, standing in storms. God has not missed a moment. He's about to elevate you in ways only He can. Your obedience is opening doors. Every unseen sacrifice is being seen by God. Every yes you gave Him in private is being honored in heaven. Don't stop. You're closer to destiny than you think. God sees the way you chose peace over chaos, prayer over panic, love over anger. That kind of obedience brings breakthrough. Get ready for sudden favor. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your season of preparation has purpose. The things you've endured, The moments you stayed obedient when no one was watching, they've all been seen. Heaven is responding to your faithfulness. Type amen if you believe in God. When others gave up, you pressed in. When the road was hard, you stayed on it. That kind of heart moves God. The blessings coming your way are no accident. They're a reward for obedience. God is about to open doors no man can shut. Why? Because He's seen your obedience. He's watched you walk in humility, speak life when you felt drained, and love when it was hard. He's proud of you. You've been walking in faith when others couldn't see why you kept going. But God saw. He saw your loyalty, your obedience, your quiet endurance. Now, get ready to walk into the promise. He sees your willingness to grow, to change, to trust. Even when the process has been painful, you've said yes to Him. That obedience is turning into elevation. Keep saying yes. Your best is yet to come. Type amen if you believe in God. You chose to obey God instead of pleasing people. You stayed true to your calling, even when misunderstood. That kind of obedience isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. Favor is coming. Type amen if you believe in God. Your obedience has built a foundation for blessings. God is about to flood your life with more than you expected. The pain you endured will not be wasted, it's producing joy. He sees how you've stayed the course. He knows how hard it's been, how tempted you were to give up. But you didn't. That choice will not return empty. God is about to do what only He can. Type amen if you believe in God. There were moments when you questioned your strength, but you still obeyed. There were times you didn't understand, but you still followed. That kind of obedience moves mountains. Don't be surprised when favor finds you suddenly and powerfully. God sees that you kept loving when bitterness could have taken root. He saw you keep praying when silence filled the room. You chose obedience over comfort, and that choice is being honored. You're stepping into a season of restoration and overflow. The path you've taken hasn't been easy, but it's been obedient. You've let go of what you thought you needed and trusted God for what He knows is best. That surrender is sacred. That trust is transforming. Your season of waiting is not a waste, it's the setup. Type amen if you believe in God. He watched you keep giving even when you didn't feel like you had enough. He saw the patience you showed when the timing felt unfair. Your obedience wasn't loud, but it was loud in heaven. And heaven is moving on your behalf. In moments when no one else clapped for you, when no one else knew what it cost, God did. He saw the effort. He felt your worship. He heard your whispered yes. And now, He's bringing you into a season of visible, undeniable blessings. You chose to stay when walking away would have been easier. You chose to forgive when holding a grudge would have felt justified. These are the choices of the mature, the faithful, the obedient. God sees it, and He will reward it. God has not overlooked the way you've grown. He sees how you've matured, how you've kept trusting when things didn't change. You've outgrown old patterns because of your obedience. Now you're ready for new levels of favor. Type amen if you believe in God. Your yes to God didn't come from convenience. It came from conviction. And He sees that. He's preparing to do what no eye has seen and no ear has heard, because you trusted Him when it made no sense. In the secret places where no one applauded you, God was clapping the loudest. He knows how hard you've tried to stay aligned, how much it cost you to obey. You're not behind. You're being refined for something greater. God sees that you've chosen to stay rooted, to keep sowing, to keep speaking life. Your obedience is planting seeds for miracles. Get ready to see the harvest bloom, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Every time you chose to listen to His voice over your feelings, it mattered. Every time you said, "Not my will, but yours," it moved heaven. Don't worry, God is turning your obedience into divine outcomes. When no one understood why you were still believing, still waiting, still trusting, God did. He saw the strength it took to obey. And that strength is now becoming your testimony of endurance and reward. Type amen if you believe in God. You weren't perfect, but you were obedient. And God values a willing heart over a flawless performance. Because you've honored Him with your steps, He's about to honor you with supernatural grace and increase. Every time you acted in faith instead of fear, it mattered. God took notice. You might not see the full picture yet, but He's putting every piece together. Your obedience is the blueprint for the blessing ahead. You stayed kind when others weren't. You stayed faithful when it got quiet. You chose peace when it would have been easier to retaliate. That's spiritual maturity, and God is about to reward it with supernatural favor. You've been in a stretching season, but God sees the strength in your stretch. You didn't shrink. You didn't settle. You kept expanding your faith. Now, get ready for God to enlarge your territory. He watched as you chose to serve instead of seek status. You stayed low when the world said climb. That humility didn't go unnoticed. God lifts the humble, and your elevation is near. Type amen if you believe in God. There's something powerful about obedience when it's inconvenient. You showed up anyway. You stayed the course anyway. God is about to pour blessings you didn't even ask for, because He's that faithful to the faithful. Even your whispered prayers, spoken through tired lips, have power. God sees the consistency in your obedience. You might feel weary, but you are walking toward miracles. Keep going, He's not done. You've honored God in private, and He is preparing to honor you in public. Don't lose heart. The things you've done in obedience are coming back multiplied. This is your setup season. God sees the extra miles you walk for others, the love you show without expecting credit. You reflect His heart, and He's about to show you His favor in unexpected ways. Keep going. Keep shining. You've passed tests you didn't know were tests. You kept a pure heart, you kept a gentle spirit, and you stayed focused. God saw it all. The promotion coming your way is not a coincidence, it's a promise fulfilled. Type amen if you believe in God. When you chose to worship instead of worry, that was obedience. When you chose joy over complaining, that was obedience. Those choices are stacking up to release something powerful into your life. You've walked with integrity when shortcuts were available. That matters to God. He blesses the upright in heart, and you're about to see His hand open doors that only honor can unlock. He's seen your tears and heard your yes through every trial. You chose obedience not because it was easy, but because you love Him. He's about to show you just how deeply He loves you back. Type amen if you believe in God. God sees how you've grown through the hardship. You've become stronger, wiser, and more faithful. That didn't happen by accident. It happened through obedience. And now, new opportunities are being released over your life. You've chosen light in dark places. You've remained hopeful in heavy times. God sees how you've stewarded your heart. That stewardship is the soil for supernatural breakthrough. Even when it didn't feel fair, you kept your heart pure. You kept trusting God's plan over your own. Now you're stepping into what you've been prepared for. Your obedience has cleared the path ahead. Type amen if you believe in God. God is saying to you today, I've gone ahead of you and cleared the path. The things that could have broken you were blocked by my hand. I've hidden you in my presence and surrounded you with my protection. You are not walking alone. Heaven is covering every step. Type amen if you believe in God. I've protected you from dangers you never even knew existed. The trap was set, but it didn't catch you. The battle was brewing, but I brought peace before it ever reached your door. You are wrapped in grace, shielded by love, and surrounded by angels. Before you got up this morning, I was already working on your behalf. I canceled every assignment of the enemy, rerouted every plan meant to harm you, and covered you in my mercy. You are chosen, covered, and completely in my care. While you were sleeping, I was fighting for you. The storm didn't come because I quieted it. The enemy didn't win because I stepped in. My angels are stationed at every corner of your life. You don't see it yet, but you're walking in victory every single day. I've already gone into your tomorrow. I've made the crooked path straight and the rough road smooth. What was meant to cause chaos will lead to peace. What was meant to harm you will be your testimony. Trust that you are covered from every side. Every time you felt a sudden peace in your heart, that was me. Every time you avoided a situation you didn't understand, that was my protection. I'm always working in ways beyond your understanding, because I love you deeply. Type amen if you believe in God. You have no idea how many battles I've fought for you that you never had to see. What the enemy meant to destroy, I turned around. I've assigned angels to guard your coming and going. You are protected, preserved, and surrounded by heaven. There was danger scheduled for today, but I canceled it. There was pain aimed your way, but I deflected it. I've gone before you, and I'm still behind you. My presence is your rear guard, and my power is your shield. Don't fear what's ahead, I've already cleared it. The obstacles you worry about have already bowed to my name. My hand is over your life like a banner, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Walk boldly, you are not alone. You didn't even realize how close that attack came, but I did, and I stopped it. I've set up divine barriers around you. What was meant to break you will never reach you. Keep your peace, I've got your back. I've sent my angels to surround your house, your mind, your children, and your purpose. You don't see them, but they're standing guard. You're not walking through life unprotected. You are covered by the blood and defended by heaven. Type amen if you believe in God. You are not exposed, you are shielded. I've built a spiritual fortress around your life. Though you can't see the battles I've fought, The peace you feel is proof that I've already won. I've blocked what the enemy carefully crafted. I saw the ambush and I rerouted you. I knew what was coming and I stepped in. My presence is your safe place, and you're never without my help. You wonder why that situation didn't happen. It's because I intervened. I heard prayers you didn't even know how to say. I've surrounded you with a cloud of my glory, and nothing can get through without my permission. You may feel pressure, but you're protected. The enemy tried to take you out quietly, but I defended you powerfully. My grace is your shelter. No plot will prevail. You are safe in me. Type amen if you believe in God. I've already handled what's trying to worry you. The enemy's plan was denied before it could take root. The things you're afraid of are already defeated. I am your refuge, your fortress, your victory. My protection isn't just for your physical body. It's covering your emotions, your peace, your relationships, and your dreams. I'm guarding your heart and shielding your soul. No harm will overtake what I've called mine. The spiritual battles you didn't know existed have already been won. I silenced the voice of accusation, canceled the contract of confusion, and broke the cycle of fear. Rest, you are under divine security. You are walking in unseen victories. Doors closed because I knew what was behind them. Delays happened because I was protecting your purpose. I'm not just working for you, I'm walking with you. Type amen if you believe in God. Today's peace is the result of yesterday's battle in the heavenlies. You didn't see the arrows, but I did. And I caught them all. My angels are still standing guard. Be still and know that I am God. Before your worry begins, I've already stepped in. Before fear knocks, I've already answered with peace. I'm not reacting, I'm leading. You're not a victim of chance, you're a child under covenant. The reason you're still standing is because I've been your foundation. The reason you're not overwhelmed is because my hand held you steady. You are not unguarded, you're deeply protected. When it looked like everything could fall apart, I held it together. When the pressure grew, I gave you strength. You don't even know how many times I've whispered, not today, to what was coming against you. Type amen if you believe in God. My protection is not temporary, it's eternal. It doesn't depend on your performance, but on my promise. You're covered not because you're perfect, but because I love you. Rest in that truth. The reason it didn't go the way the enemy planned is because I stepped in. I never stop watching over you. I never sleep. I never miss a detail. While you worry about what might come, I've already taken care of what you'll never see. I've gone into your next season and secured your footing. What would have caught you off guard will now be a step up. What you thought would set you back is part of my setup. I protect with purpose. You didn't lose control, I took control. That situation could have taken a turn, but I stepped in and held the line. That's my hand on your life. You're not out here by yourself. Nothing surprises me. That sudden problem? I already solved it. That unexpected issue? I've already released the grace for it. The things that scare you don't scare me. I'm your protector. Type amen if you believe in God. You are not exposed to the chaos of this world. You're covered by my word. You don't need to panic. I've appointed angels, anointed moments, and assigned miracles. Walk in that confidence. Don't mistake my silence for absence. I'm still here, still working, still protecting. Just because the enemy formed a weapon doesn't mean it will prosper. My presence is the proof you're safe. You are surrounded, not by fear, not by danger, but by my goodness and mercy. You don't even know what I've already blocked today. Just lift your hands and thank me, because the blood still works. Type amen if you believe in God. I've gone before you, cleared the danger, and shielded you from the storm you never saw coming. My grace intercepted what was meant to harm you. What looked like coincidence was actually divine covering. Walk in peace, you are guarded by me. You don't have to see my hand to know it's moving. The trap didn't spring because I broke it. The lie didn't spread because I silenced it. What the enemy carefully planned, I destroyed in an instant. You are surrounded by heavenly defense. The enemy has been trying to shake you, but I have rooted you deeper. The fire rose, but it could not burn you. I have placed a hedge around your heart, your mind, your destiny. You are untouchable under my covenant. I canceled the assignment before it reached your door. The diagnosis that didn't happen? The accident that was avoided? That was me. You don't need to live in fear. I am your protection, always, completely, eternally. You've been worried about what's coming, but I'm already standing in it. I've placed my power before you, my peace behind you, and my angels beside you. Every step you take is covered. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into my will. What was coming to steal your peace was stopped by my hand. What was planned to break your spirit never made it past my gate. I've covered you so completely that even the enemy has to admit, this one belongs to God. I'm not just protecting you, I'm shielding your destiny. The attack wasn't just about your present, it was about your purpose. That's why I stepped in. What's ahead of you is too important to be touched by what's behind you. You don't have to fight every battle. I've taken some out before they even reached your feet. You've been covered by grace in the places you thought were forgotten. I haven't missed a moment, not one. I've watched over your life since before your first breath. Every plot, every plan, every danger was measured against my love for you. If it wasn't good for you, I didn't allow it. You are hidden in me, type AIM. That closed door saved you. That delay protected you. That unexpected turn rerouted you to safety. You think things fell apart, but they actually fell into place under my protection. What looked like rejection was actually redirection. I didn't let it work out, because it would have worked against you. Trust my hand when you don't understand my plan. I'm guarding what you can't see. Every no I've given has had your future in mind. You prayed for open doors, but I gave you protection. One day soon, you'll thank me for what didn't happen. I'm not just shielding your body. I'm covering your emotions, your reputation, and your spirit. When the lies started, I silenced them. When fear rose up, I buried it in peace. You are safe here. I've stationed angels at every intersection of your life. Where danger tried to wait, I sent warriors instead. You walk under a divine banner. You live under the covering of my name. The battle never reached your front line because I fought it in the spirit. You didn't have to lift your hands because I lifted my word. That's why you're still standing. I stood before you. Type Amen if you believe in God. You are covered in more ways than you know. From your waking to your sleeping, I am watching, shielding, preserving. Even when you wander, my mercy chases after you. You are never outside my reach. I stopped what was designed to stop you. I rerouted the pain, the betrayal, the loss that would have shaken your faith. You don't even know what I've held back, but one day, you will praise me for it. The danger was real, but so was my intervention. The storm formed, but I spoke peace. The enemy showed up, but so did I, and I never lose. You are not exposed, you are wrapped in my victory. You were never alone in that dark place. I was there, quietly guarding, silently fighting, and lovingly restoring what the world tried to steal. You are marked by my protection. The reason they couldn't touch you is because I blocked access. I placed a spiritual wall between you and the harm they planned. Your life is sacred to me. I will never stop defending it. You'll never know the full weight of what I've carried for you, and that's my gift. I don't need recognition. I just want you to rest. You are safe because I never stop watching. Type Amen if you believe in God. You are hidden in my hand. That's why the arrows missed. That's why the gossip failed. That's why the night didn't break you. I've surrounded you with glory, and nothing gets through unless I allow it. When you were unaware, I was alert. When you were weak, I was strong. Every attack that formed had to go through me first, and it didn't pass. Because I love you, I protect you. What others call luck in your life is actually my divine intervention. That near miss? My angels. That changed heart. My spirit. That peace in chaos. My presence. You don't see it, but you've been walking through a war zone with perfect protection. I've been clearing traps, silencing lies, and yielding your soul. Keep walking. Heaven walks with you. Type Amen if you believe in God.